How is all going, everyone? Today, in this video, I am going deep down into my ICT A++ entry checklist, how I frame my bias and how I actually take trades, going to higher time frame to switching myself into lower time frame and aligning those time frames to actually take it. So, firstly, entering into our models and how we look, let's discuss our sponsorship today. Today video is brought to you by Blue Garden Futures. uh, they are having three accounts: 50k, 100k and 150k with standard, guardian and instant. So we are going to discuss about standard account. The profit target will be 3000. Max position you can enter is 3 contracts, 3 minis slash 30 micros. Daily loss limit will be $1,200, $1,215, and cannot make more than this amount. Similarly, your drawdown will be 2,500. Payout period will be 7 days. There will be no activation fees, and the reset fees is 70. Scaling plan there is micro scaling you can, and there is a consistency rule on both eval and PA of 40% consistency. So you need 3 winning days to pass this account or as much as you can, because you cannot make more than 2005 2000 $1,200, and must use code TXN for 50% off on this account. Purchase any of the account and you will get 50% off. Use code TXN for this. Okay. So we are having giveaways for this account. Two lucky winners will be selected for our giveaway, and step will be pretty much simple. You can participate. I will be giving some forms down in my description box. You can check that out, fill that, and we will be announcing this within like 6 to 5 hours or 7 hours. So you must join our Discord for this giveaways and all, and the winners must join our Discord for this. We are having currently more than 150 members in our Discord. Join. We post trades here, uh, everyday day-to-day trades, journal here and as well, and our VIP program. Yeah, that's it. Uses and all. All right, let's go with this. So ICT A++ entry checklist will be divided into like 9 parts, 9 checklist. It will be the first. Let me put. This is what I look and frame my trades every day going into the day. You can see ICT A++ checklist. I look for 9 things to eventually take a trade at retest. The first thing I look is for higher time frame bias. See, I do need a higher time frame bias for my lower time frame. If my higher time frame DL is clear, like and my higher time frame bias is clear, I can easily look for lower time frame drawn liquidity where lower time frame is drawing. I cannot either. I can trade. There is some reasons that I cannot look for higher targets, but I can eventually leave my runners go to that side of position, like liquidity. I need to see on the second, I need to see resting liquidity, which will be my previous day high, previous day low, which is my important level with low resistance liquidity, sessions liquidity, fair value gaps, and yeah, these are my liquidity that I look for price to eventually reverse, continue, or chop. Time frame alignment is one of the most important thing which I need to see going into higher time frame and aligning all the higher time frame bias to lower time frame, and lower time frame DOL I have already told about it. SMT, yeah, SMT is must, but I give it optional because sometimes you may get SMT but sometimes you won't. Yeah, I need manipulation, I need a opposite run towards the dual. First, I need a opposite run towards the liquidity. Like if I want to go to buy side, I need to see a sell side liquidity to be taken out. Then a CISD. CISD basically it's like a break of structure towards the upside. We break above, creating fair value gap, OB, breaker block, proportional block, and we will take our entry at our retest. So this is pretty much it. This is my ICT A++ checklist. I look for this, and if these whole things are in my favor, I give it a plus plus trade. Or if there is something missing, I can give it A plus instead of A plus, because A plus plus means I need to see everything aligned perfectly. Yeah, this is what sometimes you will not get I fair value gap, sometimes you will not get OB, but you will get breaker block or postal block whatsoever. But fair value gap is must, CISD is must, manipulation is I need to see this. Let's go and see some examples of it. This is what I look for my trades. This is pretty much like you can see on a drawing, and this will be my higher time frame objective that has been taken out by the price. What we did after this, it can be my previous day high, sessions high, or any liquidity pool that I am expecting higher time frame to be taken out before reversing. And as soon as it took out, what I need to see, if it wants to continue higher, I need to see a opposing run liquidity, then a change in state of delivery upside to continue buy side. But it did the another thing, though it retraced here, it went again buy side, sweeping this high, internal high. We then went lower, closed here. This means the change in state of delivery has occurred. We do have a fair value gap in it. It can be I fair value gap. We do have breaker block. Then I need to see that price to tap this fair value gap and run towards this opposing side of DOL. This can be my lower time frame objective, such as previous day low or initiations liquidity. I need to see this liquidity price to go and sweep this. Similarly, on bullish case, I need to see a higher time frame objective has been taken first. This will be framing in lower time frame. I will take my entries always in my lower time frame if it is supported by the price. If I am having like a high RR, I cannot take this on higher time. I need to switch on lower time, aligning with my time frame. Similarly here, uh I do have a sweep of liquidity here. And after this liquidity has been successfully taken out, we do have a change in issue delivery with this fair value gap in it. And internally, we do have a manipulation leg, which proves that this low is been protected before this change in issue delivery. We do have this fair value gap in it. Price do have a retraced. So this is my reversal confirmation. Either I can take the second stage of distribution, which is like basically I wait for a confirmation for a CISD, then I look for second stage of distribution to follow through lower time frame. This will be my lower time frame objective, and I am anticipating some fair value gaps in it after break of structure, and I need to see uh, this high to be taken out. All right, let's go with some real time frame examples. This is my first example. So my first example basically looks this. So nothing. This is what looks like 2 a.m. candle. As you can see, what we did here is price opened at 6 p.m. This is I look for price opened somewhere here. Where is my line? My line. The price opened somewhere here. What 2 a.m. candle did is closed below, and I need to see that either we can sweep this low resistance liquidity which are having here, but by this data, see price is already in its trend of buy side. I cannot anticipate instant move towards the downside. I need to see some internal structures as well. So if I drop down to 1 hour time frame, what I can possibly see is We are just chopping here. So basically, a chops means nothing, but if we want to continue lower, if a chop occurs in between them, what we gonna need next is we need to see a opposite trend towards this liquidity. I have already mentioned here that we need a opposite side run. So here, as we did here, my I'm anticipating price to drop lower. But for me, for price to drop lower, I need internal confirmation as well. This is my 1 hour time frame. Well, yeah, 1 hour time frame, and I want to see that price to create some kind of confirmation to take towards the sell side of liquidity. What can I aim here is I can either look for previous day low. I can eventually look for previous day low as well. Till my previous day low. If I drop down to 4 hour, 1 hour. This is my previous day low. I'm anticipating this fair value gap to hold me bearish. So if I drop down to 5 minutes, I need to see a change in history of delivery within this fair value gap. So where will be my change in history of delivery here? It will be somewhere here. I'm looking price to drop here, closed below it, create fair value gap, then I will look for trade internally. Following through, 9 a.m. opened here and 9:35. Give this massive candle and close below. By this, I am having confirmation that price created a I fair value gap, inverse fair value gap within it, and I am having exchange ratio delivery here. We do have an internal manipulation before this term. If you have noticed here, we do have a buy side taken out first before this change ratio delivery. So if I drop down to 1 minute for my entry, I need to see the same thing that occurred here to eventually trade this low. Let me just play it out. We do have our fair value gap. We closed 5 minutes here and we do have a run towards the opposite side. So either I can wait for another candle to form or I can eventually take trade here. Let's wait for another candle. This candle shows that the pressure of the trend as it comes. What can I possibly do is I can take my entry here, put my stop loss at this protected high where I'm not expecting price to go and sweep this high, and I want to see either 2 RR or at least this. If I let this play out, what I'm having is I'm having the same, I'm having a run. This is my manipulation where I can minimize my stop loss from break even to this high because this high is been protected for me. Because as you can see, we do have a fair value gap. We failed to displace lower. We closed above. Again, we went buy side. But here we manipulated and we gave a change in issue delivery once again. Did a change in issue delivery once again? Let's see. Yeah, we do got a retrace at 10 a.m. open and we instantly dump. And if I go with higher time frame, what I can possibly look for is this low. Why? Because 10 a.m. will push price lower if the objective hasn't reached. If the objective is here, 10 a.m. will push down lower again. Pushed here as its sell side of liquidity. So this was my DOL for the day, or I can leave a runner. For. So I took this trade go here, you can see price went low. This is 6 a.m. candle closed somewhere here. 6 a.m. candle closed here. As soon as we opened, we went high, fill this fair value gap plus breaker and the same model that has occurred here, and we continued lower. So this was our dual, but for 10 a.m. we pushed lower again and we started chop. This is how we are framing our trade, looking for higher time frame of bias to lower time frame. If I go with the second example, here we do have a sweep of previous day low, as we can see. So if a previous day low has been swept, what can I expect price to do is either to close bullish or either to fill any imbalance that has been resting around. So it do have a imbalance right here, and if I drop down to lower time 4 hour, what can I see is I'm having a sweep of liquidity internally, which is my previous day low as well. And what we did next is we closed above this two down close candle, giving me a change in history delivery. So this is my higher time frame change in history delivery. And if I drop down 1 hour, I can easily find that this change in history delivery is on 4 hour, and I do have a change in history delivery at 1 hour as well with a fair value gap. Let's wait for 10 a.m. to open. Right, was like fast forward. Okay, we opened up. What we did is we fill this fair value gap. We went towards this change in issue delivery plus this breaker block, which was at 1 hour. What can I expect next is to take a entry. I do have equal highs resting above. I can anticipate price to go towards this equal highs. If I drop down 5 minutes, I can easily see that I'm having a change in schedule delivery here. 5 minutes. And if I go with 10 m open and just shoot up. If I just put this here, if I go with 3 minutes for example of entry, I can see that 3 a.m. do have the same thing that has occurred. This is my protected low because we do have a sweep of our sell side of liquidity. This is my manipulation, and this is my change in schedule delivery at 3 minutes. By this change in schedule delivery, we do have some fair value gaps resting here. So what can I anticipate is price to go below this or fill this breaker block plus this CIST and go buy side. So if I take this trade, this day I was having FOMC meeting as well. I can either put my stop loss here and target these highs or 1:2 hour CDD, or I can possibly look here. Now if I play this, 10 a.m. just open and shoot towards this fair value gap. This is either this is what it looks like. If I go with daily, this was my previous day high as well. This was lining with my external dual to my internal dual. This is my previous day high followed by some equal highs or triple highs, and we instantly sweep. This is how you can align with. This is just market maker model as well, as you can see. Chop, manipulation, and distribution. Okay, going to the third example. What do we have here is we go to 4 hour. We do have an SMT here and 6 a.m. We do have a SMT with these two candle with ES. So we failed to close here or somewhere we did a pin bar close. So what can I anticipate here is I need to see 10 a.m. to go lower. If this SMT fails to hold price bullish, I need to see price to go lower. Inverse this fair value gap and continue towards this low. We do have our fair value gap at 4 hour that is holding price bullish. So we are very close towards this DOL daily highs. I can anticipate price to go towards these highs if I drop down 15. So it completely understand. Okay, what do we have is let me just play. 8:30 just opened up. We do have some news at 8:30. We do open up news. So as we all know that we are having data lows as well as data high. This is probably new scandal, and I want to see that these data highs and data lows are being swept. So let price do its thing. Though we do have our change in issue delivery here, we do have a change issue delivery here. We do have a change in issue delivery at 15, and what can I expect is price to sweep this data lows before reversing, because this is liquidity pools for me. As if let price to play, as you can see that though we want to continue, what we did next is we fill this imbalance, then we went towards this liquidity pool. If I play here, you can see that we respected this breaker block, we sweep this news candle, and for my entry, either I can trade here by this breaker block, or I can go to a time frame. Let me just play this. What do we have here is the same thing. We do have a change in issue delivery here. Yes, we do have a change in issue delivery here with a resting fair value gap and a breaker block. So what can we do is we can put our trade here, stop loss at this lows or at this lows, but I'm anticipating price to hold this fair value gap, not to sweep this low of the fair value gap and to continue higher. See how this trade players. I can easily target 1 is to 3 or 1 is to 2 RR according to my risk. This is my news data highs. This is my daily high. Let's see. We just perfectly tapped into this fair value gap. Started some chop. After the chop, what we did, we sweep this lows as our manipulation, internal manipulation. I can easily minimize my stop loss to towards here to this low, and I can let straight. As you can see, we eventually went towards the resting DOL. This is how you can look for trade. If you are looking that price action is reversing from here, no, you can see lower time frame that supports price action that is bearish, but if you zoom into higher time frame, you can easily see that price is no bearish, it's bullish. This is how you can align with higher time frame to lower time. I do have a last example, and after that we'll end. So if I go with daily, what do we have here is, let me just we do have a previous day low that has been swept. If I go with 4 hour, this is 10 on my back. We do have a sweep of previous day low somewhere here. And after that low has been taken out, we are we closed above and we are going buy side. What can I eventually look for is 10 a.m. hit a S&P divergence here with 6 a.m. candle. And what can I anticipate here is, this is my previous day high. I can look for this buy side to be taken as my previous day high. What is been resting here is my higher time frame DOL as my previous day high on the buy side. If I go with 1 hour, 10 a.m. What we are doing here is, we are continuously respecting this fair value gap, and we are starting a reversal out of it. We are no longer going bearish. Though we already did a manipulation by creating this assembly divergence at YM, and now I'm anticipating price to buy side if I have a change in history delivery. If I drop down to 15, I'll let name open. Name just open it. We are no longer going bearish. So we just split this once again. We created SMT here somewhere. And as you can see, what do we have here is, we are having a change in history delivery at 15. We're having change in history delivery at 15. We do have respected this fair value gap with this breaker block, and we are continuously followed through, and we are continuously expanding out. So what can we expect next? Our end. Let's go to 5 minutes and look for our end. I do have a manipulation leg here, a sweep of sell side. Oh, sorry. Hold on. So after this change in, after this sweep of liquidity, what I need to see is change in history delivery. 5. I do have a change in history delivery here. What I need to see next is price to come to this fair value gap, hold this, hold this breaker block as well, and go towards my higher time frame or higher time frame DOL. Just put my trade here. Stop loss either at this lows or at this fair value gap low. I can expect 1 to 2 hour, or I will trade. So we eventually opened up 12 p.m. So this is the reason for this job. So we always avoid trading at 12, and by this you can see we hit our objective and our UL at daily as well as on lower time frame. So my lower time frame DOL will be, because we are having equal highs, but I am not sure that price it will go here or not when I have not watched that. When my higher time frame objective is clear, I can easily look for trades in. This is how the actual thing works. I hope that you have learned something from this video, found you insight, and yeah. please consider like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to join our Discord. I will drop down some forms in my description box. Take them out and participate on giveaway of 2 into 50K account. Yeah, that is pretty much it, and I will see you